Hello and welcome to Only Connect, the quiz that's more convoluted than Jason Manford's explanation of his desktop folder marked boobs. There's something for everyone here. Some viewers get the answers even quicker than our teams. Others watch in the hope of learning something they don't know already. And still more tune in quite by accident while looking for one of those programmes about Peter Andre. If you're one of them, good news, we've got lots of coloured lights to keep you amused. Tonight's teams are, on my right, David Paul, an employment relations officer for the British Dental Association, who plays the guitar in a band. Kirsty Johnson, a deputy partnership accountant who loves Enid Blyton novels and knits jumpers for battery chickens. And their captain, Paul Johnston, a presenter for community radio in Edinburgh with a passion for 60s rock music. They're all mainstays on the Scottish rock music scene. They are the Rock and Rollers. What makes Scottish rock music better than any other?
I think it's the passion, creativity and diversity. For every teenage fan club in Edwyn Collins, there's Bay City Rollers and Andy Stewart. There's something for everybody.
Don't knock Edwyn Collins. For some reason, he's very handy for quiz clues.
I love Edwyn Collins.
And the name Orange Juice, I don't know, it's very handy.
Our daughter is named after the Orange Juice song Felicity.
I thought you were going to say your daughter's named after Edwyn Collins.
No, absolutely not.
A nice touch. Your opponents are Colin Warlow, a civil servant who is a committed charity walker and a fan of Sherlock Holmes. Nick Atty, a civil servant with a PhD in genetics who's written a software programme for British canal routes. And their captain, James Hastie, a Cambridge maths graduate who enjoys playing bridge and writing crosswords. They're all members of the same Executive Council trade union group. They are the Trade Unionists. So you guys know all about teamwork. What are your strengths as a team?
Nick brings a wealth of obscure general knowledge that we're relying on. Colin has brilliant lateral thinking skills. And I'm basically the eye candy with no other discernible talent whatsoever.
Congratulations. That's a role I particularly admire. Let's go into round one straight away. Teams, all I want to know here is what is the connection between four apparently random clues. But if you can tell me the answer without seeing all four, you'll get more points. Rock and Rollers, you won the toss, so you'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Horned Viper, please.
Horned Viper will be the first question, and your first clue is coming up now.
No. Next, please.
New
Guinea.
Papua New Guinea. Is it things that have got things in front of them? No, I don't know.
No idea.
Next, please.
Hispaniola, is that?
It's split into two, so I think it's split into two. Like Hispaniola is an island split into two.
Is it? Go for that one, too. I think of
Aye,
that.
because it's an island.
Would you go to the next one or you want to go for that?
Next one, I'll go for.
I don't know.
10 seconds.
Next, please.
Yeah.
Islands split in two, or things that are split into two.
Have another go.
Two separate countries on one island.
Countries on one island.
Two separate countries on one island.
They are islands that are divided between the territory of two different countries. That is absolutely right. Usedom, known as the Singing Island, between Germany and Poland, New Guinea between Indonesia and Papua New Guinea, Hispaniola between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and Ireland between the Republic of Ireland and the UK. Islands that are part of the territory of two different countries. So well done. Over to the Trade Unionists to pick a question.
Water, please.
OK. What is the connection here? The first clue coming up now.
Next, please. Are these categories? I was wondering if there's like categories in some quiz, not Trivial Pursuit, but something like that. Next, please.
They're different sections of television. TV. They're colours, aren't they? The TV channels. Buttons.
I don't know. Next,
10
please.
seconds.
I think it's some sort of quiz thing, but I don't think it's Trivial Pursuit.
3 seconds. Yes?
I'll go with Trivial Pursuit categories.
Drama? I haven't played it since last Christmas, but have they got a new category? Not Trivial Pursuit, I'm afraid. Possible bonus chance for the Rock and Rollers?
Cataloguing systems for books in libraries.
No, you're closer, but that's not what it is. The colours are obviously relevant. It is Penguin Books colour coding by subject. I thought that last one would be a giveaway. The orange for novels and fiction, Penguin book categories is what it is. Rock and rollers, your turn to pick a question.
Twisted flax, please.
All right. What is the connection here? First clue coming up now.
I do know this.
Next, please.
That's Tycho Brahe. He was
What?
he was like an astronomer. I think he was perhaps Danish or something like that. But what's the next one?
Next, please.
The maid in the garden. May as well go for the next one.
Next, please.
10 seconds.
So, noses. Yeah, they had their noses broken pegged off.
Broken noses.
Injured noses.
Injured noses.
Lost noses.
Well, I'll
noses.
take it.
Missing
It's actually missing noses, but
Missing
injured as well, so I will take it. Yes, the Sphinx's nose fell off, possibly due to erosion. The maid in the garden?
Pecked off her nose when she was hanging out the clothes.
From Sing a Song of Sixpence, the bird pecked off her nose. Tycho Brahe, yes, the Danish astronomer, lost his nose in a sword duel. And Isabelle Denoir, you might know her name because she was the first person to undergo a partial face transplant after an accident. Well done, though, for the point. And back to the trade unionists to pick a hieroglyph.
2 reads, please.
This is going to be the music question. You'll be hearing your clues. First one coming in now.
Don't know it. Next. Next.
I would call you up every Sunday night, and when both stay out till the morning.
I recognise that. Next.
10 seconds.
Well, that's 1812.
Have they got times in 63? Yes, they've got times.
3 seconds.
They've got years in them. It was 3 seconds.
They have years in the title.
With just 3 seconds to go, yes, they have years in the title. You recognise the 1812 Overture. Do you know any others?
Nick recognised one of
There
the
was-
others.
I know What a Night. I know that's got a year in it, but I can't remember which it is.
Summer of 69 or something.
Sweet September something, isn't it?
You're both wrong. It's December 1963. December
It's a
1963.
month. It ends in burr.
We also heard 1973 by James Blunt, and the lovely first one, Kenny Ball and his Jazzmen, Acapulco 1922, all with years in the title. Back to you then, rock and rollers.
Eye of Horus, please.
All right, your first clue is coming up now.
Kind of like lines and maths.
I'll go for the next one.
Next, please.
Dynamic ribbon.
I don't know what dynamic ribbon is.
Some sort of mathematics, physics.
Physics thing.
Next, please.
Swoosh.
Oh, it's the Nike symbol. Yeah, it's like a Nike.
Oh, is it
like
symbols,
a tick or
symbols for
something.
sporting brands? Symbols for sporting brands?
Ebook.
Yeah, like the Puma.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Symbols for sporting brands, like the swooshes, Nike, Dynamic.
I'm going to stop you there. I'm afraid that is not the correct answer, so I'm going to show the fourth clue to the trade unionists for a possible bonus.
That's McDonald's. So they just seem...
So these are logos for major companies.
They are names for corporate logos. Unfortunately, not sporting goods. We'd already seen that second one, Dynamic Ribbon. That's Coca-Cola. The other two, yes, sporting goods, Vector for Reebok and Swoosh for Nike, Golden Arches for McDonald's. Because this is the BBC, I will point out that other forms of shoe, drink and chicken nuggets are available, not least in my dressing room. But not quite right. The bonus point goes to the trade unionists. And the final question is also yours. That's Lion. These are going to be picture clues. First one coming up now.
Okay, so it's some antlers, like a hunting lodge. Next, please. Okay, a Russian book. Next, please.
Points.
Yes, good. I'll go for that.
Yes.
These are all things that have points.
Coming in after just 3 clues, you get 2 points. They all have points. Deers, antlers, a ration book, a railway junction, and you would have seen a compass. They all have points. Well done. At the end of round 1, then, the rock and rollers have got 2 points, but the trade unionists are ahead with 4. There are still 4 connected clues in round 2, but this time they come in a sequence. And teams, I want you to tell me what is 4th in that sequence. You may only see up to 3 clues this time. Rock and rollers, you'll be going first again. Please choose a hieroglyph.
Water, please.
All right, so the first in a sequence will reveal itself. I want to know what's 4th. Time starts now.
Not a drink, is it?
In terms of sequence.
It's the old secrets we're going for the next one.
Next one, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I got a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Please, let's go. So which one? This little finger on my right. Is that the first one?
Finger on my right, then.
This little finger on my right.
This little finger on my right.
I'm afraid that's not the answer, so I'm going to show the 3rd in the sequence, the trade unionists. Can you tell me what's 4th? I can't give you a long time. What's your answer?
Any thoughts, quick?
No, too long. You're in the right world. It is that nursery rhyme, but looking at it as a sequence, it's not lines from the song, it is rhyming words. 5 alive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, once I put a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then I let it go again, 10 again, going on through the rhyme. Go and sow, then bite and write. The rhyming words from which finger did it bite? This little finger on the right. Just the rhyming words, very close, but no points. Trade unionists, please pick a question.
Horned viper, please.
All right, first in a sequence coming up. What's 4th? Time starts now.
Next, please. This is parts of an arrow, isn't it? And then lock and fletch. I've got no idea what comes next. Let's take the next one. Just to be sure. Next. Oh, so we'll go first. It's the point, isn't it? It's an arrowhead, yes. Arrowhead.
That's right, or just head. They are parts of an arrow going along the nock, the fletch, the shaft, and the head at the end. Well done. Simple one there. Which rock and rollers would you like?
2 reeds, please.
2 reeds. OK, now you're going to see some picture clues here. I want to know what you'd expect to see in the 4th picture. Here's the first one.
That's Ralph Little.
Next, please. Little. That's a diamond ring.
Engagement ring.
Little ring. Is there any songs with that little ring?
Go for the next one, too.
Next, please. Oh, what key is it?
That's C.
Ring, C, little.
10 seconds.
Yenison Dick.
No.
3 seconds if you want to have a guess. Nope, the time is up. There's a possible bonus for the trade unionists.
Any thoughts, quick?
We'll go for diamond ring. Say something for diamond ring. You don't buzz with it.
Looking glass.
Why would it be looking glass?
This is a pathetic answer, but there's the song Diamond Ring, and if that diamond ring is brass, Mama's going to buy you a looking glass. I did say it was a pathetic answer.
I just don't remember Ralph Little from that song.
That's where it all falls down, of course.
And again in the 3rd clue. But it works for the 2nd one.
Yes,
so it's
I
a good
tend
guess,
to ignore things that don't fit the hypothesis.
It is wrong. Now, you're right, that's Ralph Little and a ring. And it's not just any old C, it's middle C. Little, ring, middle. It's the fingers going along the hand. Index would be next, so it's a picture. We've got some index cards, something with an index. Trade unionists, you didn't get the bonus, but you may have your own question.
Twisted flax, please.
OK, first in a sequence coming up now.
OK, so... Yes, it could be. Next, please.
Oh, systemic now, I think.
Organic. So next, please. Tissue. Come on.
I think it's sound that's going down in more specific.
That would make more sense.
Starting with the whole system.
OK, I like
Go
that.
for it.
Cell.
That is the right answer. Why is it cell?
It's... I'm going to defer to the biology expert on this one.
It's going down from the whole system to an organ to the tissue and then down to the cells. It's getting more and more specific in terms of...
That's it. It's levels of organisation in biology getting smaller, and a tissue will be made up of cells. So well done. Rock and rollers, it's back to you.
Eye of Horus, please.
OK, what is the 4th in this sequence? Here's the first.
be a state, it could be...
Could be in British Columbia, could be in a South American country.
Okay, next, please.
The third. Spatials.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Discovery and then what?
Oh,
Or is
I
it,
don't
was
know.
it one then Discovery?
We'll know when we find out. The next one is Discovery and we're
Okay, next, please.
it's Discovery.
What's the last one then?
Enterprise.
Enterprise?
Enterprise.
You think so?
I think so. Why?
Okay, go for it. Enterprise.
Sorry. Possible bonus for you now, Unionists.
Odyssey?
That's not it either. They are space shuttles. They often come up in quizzes. There's a range of different orders. This time it's by first launch, and the next one after Discovery is Atlantis. Trade Unionists, only the lion remains, just like in round one. Your first clue is coming up now.
Well, it's not the level. Next, please. Fourth. The third round, the fourth protocol, so it'll be fifth element, the sixth sense.
Yes, there is titles that work like that. But it's in the sixth.
I can't think of
They're different. They're different authors.
There's no point in taking the next one, is there? Because that's not
it's the sixth column.
So sixth sense.
Just the sixth sense.
Yes,
The six colons.
6 colon sense.
Perfect.
6 colon sense.
That is brilliant. It's a perfect answer. I even heard you mutter the third clue amongst yourselves. It is film titles with ordinal numbers. The third man, the fourth protocol. We would have seen the fifth element and the sixth something. And I think the sixth sense is the famous one. So well done there. At the end of round 2, the rock and rollers have got 2 points, but the trade unionists are ahead with 11. On to round 3, the connecting wall. 16 clues all jumbled up that the teams must sort into 4 connected groups of 4. The teams work by themselves, so trade unionists, this wall is just for you, and you've got the choice, lion or water.
Water, please.
OK, you've got 2.5 minutes to solve it, starting now.
Okay. Yeah, we've got Buffy, Willett, and Tara. They're all from, as is Wesley. So let me try that because they're all from Buffy. Okay, there must be someone else who's from.
Bearded tit, blue tit, marsh tit.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Willow tit.
Okay.
Blue tit, marsh tit.
Marsh tit.
With bearded tit.
Good.
And now Krakow. That's Krakow.
So
Those are 2 European cities.
Schoon.
we've got Naomi.
Yes, they've all got
Walsall.
cathedrals, but so what?
Wesley.
Wesley is from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I'll try some of those.
So I'm trying. Tara is also.
They're former capitals, aren't they?
But I can't
So
see.
Schoon might be in Reims.
I
They're
can't
from
see.
Krakow.
I can't see a fifth.
possibly
Oh no, Alexander. Alexander is the
Try
fifth.
them.
So Buffy,
Try some of those.
Alexander, Wesley, and Tara. Okay,
keep
so we'll miss out.
going.
We'll miss out.
We'll think about mutant.
Let's miss out Wesley. Let's miss out Wesley.
Elspeth will name you.
Elspeth doesn't mean anything to
You've
me.
used a minute.
I've lost my fifth Buffy
Wesley.
person.
Bethany. Liz, Wesley, Bethany.
No.
Jeff
Wesley, Alexander, Tara. Who was the?
I think we try somebody quickly. I think we have to try these towns. Okay, let's try these cities.
Is it Isaac Watts?
These are
an Isaac Watts.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
definitely. Isaac Watts.
So Isaac Watts.
Isaac Newton.
Newton.
Isaac Wesley.
And
Isaac.
Elspeth, for all I know. but I
Isaac Alexander.
don't- Isaac Alexander. Try that one then, yes.
Good.
Got a minute left and
Right.
3 attempts.
You've got
Right.
4 capitals.
Let's get rid of Wesley.
Scone, Reims and Tara. They're
Yes,
former
try those,
capitals.
try those.
Those 4. And then the others
Okay,
are Buffy
so
characters.
Tara,
Scone.
Scone,
Krakow,
Krakow,
and Reims.
Reims.
You've solved the wall. Congratulations, very well done. You seemed all at sea after the one group.
We felt all at sea.
Yes, we did.
It all suddenly became clearer.
It did.
It all suddenly fell into place. OK, well, that's 4 points for the groups that you've found. You can also get bonus points for the connections. So the first one, blue, marsh, willow, bearded.
These are all types of tit. Blue tit, marsh tit, willow tit, and bearded tit.
That's right. Which one's the ornithologist?
I think probably none of us.
None of us.
Do you know an interesting thing about the bearded tit?
What Rory McGrath called his autobiography.
Yes, Roy McGrath and Bill Oddie called it the bearded tit. So they gave it the Latin name in the actual programme, but it meant the bearded tits.
Yeah.
Do you know, that wasn't even the fact I was looking for. There may be a plethora of things about bearded tits. No, mine was simply, it isn't a tit at all. It's actual proper thing. It's a bearded reedling. But it's called a tit because it has some similarities to a long-tailed tit. So there you go. 2 bearded tit facts.
Gosh.
That's certainly enough for one day. Next group. Alexander, Wesley, Watts and Newton.
Famous Isaacs.
Well, now, isn't that a funny thing? No, it isn't. Isaac Watts, yes, and there is an Isaac Newton, but that's not the one we're thinking of. They are hymn writers. Charles
John
Wesley,
Newton.
who wrote Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Yes, it was John Newton, writer of Amazing Grace. And Isaac Watts, he's the one who is an Isaac. Oh, God, I help in ages past. And Cecil Alexander wrote All Things Bright and Beautiful. Hymn writers they are, not Isaacs at all.
Wow.
Right, what about the next group? Krakow, Tara, Scone, Reims.
These are all places that used to be capitals of countries.
They are places that used to be capitals of countries. Another interesting fact about them, they are all places where monarchs were crowned. So I actually would have also accepted that as an answer. But former capitals absolutely will do.
I spotted that.
And the last group, Buffy, Liz, Elspeth, Bethan.
These are all alternative names for people called Elizabeth.
That's exactly what they are, alternative names for Elizabeth. You skittered off down the red herring
We
route.
did.
Yes, that's
You led us very successfully
nasty
down,
of you.
down a blind alley there.
Yes, no vampire slayers there.
well
But
done.
you did get all 4 points for the groups, and you got 3 bonus points for the connections. That's a total of 7 points. It's time to bring back the rock and rollers to see what they can do with the connecting wall. They'll get a new wall, of course, the lion wall. 16 new clues must still be sorted into 4 connected groups of 4. You've got 2.5 minutes to do that, rock and rollers, and it starts now.
Top hat, ship, car, iron. They're all Monopoly
All right.
things.
They are, yeah.
Top hat, ship, car, iron. Oh, no,
The
engine.
boot.
Oh, the
boot as well, top hat, boot.
All right, so I'll miss out top hat. I'll miss out ship.
Package.
I'll miss out car.
Golf.
Miss out iron. Oh, right, there must be something else then.
Okay, Jesse Owens, Jesse Jackson, Jesse James.
Jesse Owens, Jesse James,
Is there any other
Jesse
Jesses there?
Jackson,
Jesse.
Jesse.
What's global? What's that mean?
No, it's
No.
not that.
Gel.
Boot, car, boot, iron.
Steak.
This is Jesse's. So we try some more Jesse's. Jesse James. Try that. Jesse engine. I don't know.
Steam.
Jesse ship.
Steamship.
Steam ship, steam packet,
Steam engine, steam iron.
steam iron, steam engine.
There's a group,
Okay.
and you've used 1 minute.
Right. Cattle grid.
Steak.
Jesse Owens, Jesse James, Jesse Jackson. There must be another Jesse, so I'll try some more Jesses. Jesse Boot. Oh, there we go,
Jesse Boot
Jesse's.
then.
Now remember, 3 strikes and you're out, so be careful. You've got plenty of
Right.
time.
Top hat.
Barn door.
Cattle. Barn door. Steak.
Steak, burnt at the steak, gel, hair gel, golf ball. Golf ball's got rubber in the middle.
Gel.
Go ball, what's go ball?
It's not any kind of wordy thing.
You've got a minute left.
Like leg, arc, no, boob, no boob, that's top hat. Putting on the top hat, things you put on.
Burnt at the steak, cattle
Put a golf
grid,
ball on a tee,
hair gel.
put things on a steak, put a steak on, put a steak on, put a top hat on, gel, hair gel, cattle, grid,
It's barn door, that's confusing me. It's
Yeah,
barn
barn
door.
door.
a car,
Goes
top
like
hat,
barn door.
You've got
cattle,
30 seconds.
go ball,
You want to just try
You
it?
always try one.
top hat, car.
2 more attempts now. You're under 10 seconds with 1 attempt left.
Gotta go for it, yeah?
Yeah.
No, that's not it. So you've got 2 groups, that's 2 points for that, and I'll give you more points if you can tell me the connections. Packet, ship, engine, iron.
Steam, things preceded by steam.
You can put steam before all of them. Boot, Jackson, James, Owens.
Jesse's.
They're Jessies. Now, you didn't know them all. Which ones do you know?
Jesse Jackson.
The civil rights activist, yes.
Jesse
Jesse James
James,
is a cowboy.
the outlaw.
Yeah, the American outlaw.
Jesse Owens, the runner, sprinter.
And you didn't know Jesse Boot?
No.
That's right, the founder of Boots the Chemist. So you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. There you go. Top hat, gel, barn door, gobo.
I don't know what you put on the top hat. Things you put on?
I just don't think you know.
I don't
No.
They are terms in lighting, theatrical lighting accessories. And the last one, cattle, car, golf ball, steak.
It's not things you strike, is it? Or brand, things you brand, things you strike.
You can brand.
I can't let you discuss it too long.
And you can stamp a golf ball.
They can all be branded.
I think you could probably put a brand on a golf ball. Car, stake, it doesn't work. You're so close, though, you might kick yourselves. Things that can be driven. Drive cattle, drive a car, drive a golf ball, drive a stake. Things that can be driven. But you do get 2 points for the groups you found, plus an extra 2 points for the connections. That's a total of 4 points. Let's see what that does to the scores going into round 4. The Rock and Rollers are up to 6 points, but the Trade Unionists are ahead with 18. And if you thought you could do a better job of the walls, why not go to the website? And I don't just mean playing them, because this time you can also make your own connecting walls. Web address on the screen now. But we're going to be too busy playing round 4, the Missing Vowels round, where teams, I hope you will tell me, what are the missing phrases, names or sayings from which we've removed the vowels and squished up the consonants. Fingers on buzzers, then. The first group are all food named after places. Unionists.
Baked Alaska.
Correct. Unionists.
Gouda cheese.
Correct. Too long. This is port wine. Next clue. Unionists.
Thousand Island dressing.
Correct. Next category, bodily fluids. Unionists.
Sebum.
Correct. Rock and Rollers.
Amniotic fluid.
Correct. Unionists.
Gastric juice.
Correct. Unionists.
Aqueous humour.
Correct. Next category, items collected in Blue Peter appeals. Unionists.
Compact discs.
Correct. Unionists.
Aluminium cans.
Correct. Unionists.
Used clothing.
Correct. Rock and Rollers.
Junk mail.
Correct. Next category, Major League Baseball teams. Unionists.
Chicago White Sox.
Correct. Unionists.
Atlanta Braves.
Correct. Rock and Rollers.
Houston Astros?
Correct. I'm afraid that is the end. I think you're about to buzz in to say New York Yankees. That's the answer. But the quiz is over. And the Rock and Rollers have got 9 points, but the Trade Unionists win with 29. Well done, Trade Unionists. You will be back for a quarter-final. Rock and Rollers, I feel you were really unlucky. Rounds 1 and 2, many times, close but not quite right. And I sensed in that Missing Vowels round you were always just a second after. Unfortunately, that means we have to say goodbye to you. Please join me next time when we'll have 2 more teams sniffing out hidden connections with all the fervour of an Easter egg hunt at a health farm. And if you're still waiting for Peter Andre, aren't we all? Good night.
And brand new Only Connect continues here on BBC4 next Monday at 8:30. Next this evening, the end is in sight for our officer recruits as we pay our final visit to Sandhurst.